Oh, human. Guess who has come to visit again? You can't hear me right now, can you? You're still sleeping soundly. But I'm sure some part of your subconscious can understand me and is filling you with delightful feeling of dread. Do you remember it? The sensation of not being alone in a room, of something being there with you, right when you're at your most vulnerable. The knowledge that is creeping closer and closer with each panicked thought in your pretty head, until you can hear a foreign breath next to your ear, feeling a single claw gently caress your skin from your toes all the way up your neck, and then finally a sudden weight on your chest, as if something's just sat down on you, helplessly pinning you against the soft bed beneath. Oh, looks like you woke up. Shh, 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 shh. Don't struggle. It's useless. You can't move your body right now. Trying to break the sleep paralysis will only terrify you more. On second thought, please struggle more. I enjoy the growing fear in your... What's that? You look even more teary-eyed than usual. Not that you would actually remember my previous visits, of course. But am I really that intimidating? Looks like I really managed to step up my game this time. Oh. Are you crying, my little human? This actually looks kind of pathetic. What? Is the wimpy little human afraid of the big bad monster in the darkness? Don't cry harder, human. Look, I'm sorry for that. I might have gotten a little too into it. Shit, what do I do? Well, would it help if I don't know, pat your head or something? I'm sorry, I totally forgot about what I look like right now. Let me dispel this illusion. See? I'm not that different from you. Well, except the horns and the tail. But try not to focus on them, okay? Oh, thank the flames. That seems to have calmed you down a little bit. Is it okay if I touch you now? Thank you, little human. There. Let me also wipe away your tears. You know, your eyes are way too pretty to be hidden in layers of tears like that. Oh no, I'm sorry. I can't really do anything about the paralysis once it starts. It just has to wear off on its own time. But I promise that I won't do anything to hurt you in the meantime. How long will it take? I don't really know. It differs from person to person. 5 to 10 minutes, maybe? Oh, right. I'm sorry for not telling you earlier. I'm what they call a sleep paralysis demon, even though the name is not quite accurate. Why not? Well, it makes it seem like there are many kind of demons that are completely different from each other, when in reality, we're all fundamentally the same and only have a difference of preference and associations. I, for example, I'm associated to fear. I need to absorb it from humans in order to feed myself, and make use of my sleep paralysis to do so. But I could also use any other techniques, just as any other demon could induce sleep paralysis with a bit of patience. But I'm rambling again. When we were talking about you, why did you cry like that? I try not to distress my victims too much, but was it something I did? Oh, so you had a nightmare? That certainly explains how scared you were. What? Being scared of nightmares is nothing to be embarrassed about. Why would you even think that? Because that's what everyone else says? Well, they're most definitely wrong about that. Don't tell me they also told you that it makes you weak. No, it absolutely does not. I kind of really want to hug you right now, but you are still paralyzed, and I don't want to do anything you don't want me to, so I'll need some kind of verbal consent. Thank you for trusting me so much. Let me just get in there. I believe they call this big spin. You know, when I'm hugging you from behind. So I can use one hand to play with your hair and the other to hold your hand. Like that. Please tell me if you're uncomfortable, okay? No, of course I'm not making fun of you. As I said before, having nightmares is nothing to be ashamed of. No matter how stupid a nightmare seems in hindsight or to others, your feelings in that moment are completely valid. Everybody is afraid of something, and everybody's different in that regard. So, just because I personally might not find your nightmares particularly scary, does not mean that I'm going to belittle your feelings about it. Do you want to know what a nightmare basically is? It's your own mind torturing you to the best of its ability. It will find whatever you're most afraid of and turn it against you. And if it can't find anything, it'll just make you afraid of something arbitrary. Trust me when I, a literal manifestation of fear, tell you that there's no place more terrifying than your own mind. Yes, that's right. It's not your fault for being afraid of a nightmare. I'm glad you're finally seeing reason. You just have to get through the nightmare. Acknowledge your feelings in the moment, but don't dwell on them too much. Let the fear pass and just look forward to the next day. You really needed to hear that, didn't you? Your body and mind are much more relaxed now compared to earlier. Speaking of which, by the way, you just subconsciously snuggled deeper into my embrace. I assume that the paralysis is worn off now. Oh, don't worry. I won't stop cuddling you just because you're no longer panicking. Unless you want me to, of course. Good, because I didn't want to stop just yet. Come here. Let me hug you tighter. I'm sorry that no one told you before that, it's okay to be afraid of nightmares. I mean, do you have them regularly? I see. Are they always that bad? I'm sorry to hear that. I wish I could have been there for you sooner. Speaking of which, I have a proposal for you, if you're interested. What is it? Well, I was planning on imprinting my sigil onto your soul. Don't worry, it doesn't really mean anything, and it can be removed fairly easily if any of us want to. All it does is create a certain connection between us, and we can both kind of feel each other. You will be able to summon me whenever you want, So, if you're having nightmares again, you can just summon me to come comfort you. Or maybe I even noticed beforehand and come here to wake you up. Oh, no, don't worry about me. It's really no bother. Remember what I fear on? That's right, fear. So if nothing else, at least I'll get a meal out of coming to your side. Now, does that sound like something you'd like? Great. Then hold still for a moment while I put my hand on your forehead. And done. Well, of course you didn't feel anything. You humans are not capable of using magic, so how would you be able to perceive it? I shared a bit of mine with you, so you could perform a simple summoning spell. Yeah, kind of like a pact. It's what we demons are famous for, after all. Maybe infamous is a better word. What are the terms of the contract? Well, my part is to answer your summon whenever possible and provide comfort. And your part is to call on me whenever you need me. Simple, right? You don't have to try speak through yawning. All this must have taken a lot out of you. Am I right? First having that nightmare, and then being woken by a demon. Now that the adrenaline's fading, it's only natural that your tiredness has come crashing back down on you. It's okay. Just go to sleep. I'll be sure to protect you. But just know I probably won't be here when you wake up. I'll try to stay here as long as I can, but demons can only spend a limited amount of time in this world, so don't be disappointed tomorrow, okay? Good. Then let's just get comfortable and close your eyes. Good night. Sweet dreams.